Welcome, Libra, to your original 4-card spread and Counsel card for the month of January 2016. And Happy New Year, Libra. But before we commence the reading for January, I'd like to do just a brief overview of December for you. What an interesting thing for a Libra to experience in December. You are flanked in the 4-card spread by 2 major arcana cards, one at the beginning and one at the end, both of them very similar to one another because they are cards of introversion, self-reflection, an inward mood. The moon is about the subconscious mind and dealing with fears and trepidations. Becoming absorbed, perhaps even in negative thinking sometimes. But at the end of the month, that if it is negative, there's a noble awakening to a deep strength, a strength that comes from experience and inner wisdom. This introversion leads to your challenge, which is the 2 of Wands, and that means that you're at the precipice of a world you've created for yourself. And there is something about that world that is no longer satisfying. And there's a gazing out into the greater world, the greater possibilities. So the challenge then is to either stay or go. Stay where you're comfortable, that with what you've already created, or launch out and explore. The only other card we have is the 3 of Pentacles, and in the position of the unexpected. So this is perhaps an unexpected opportunity to create some sort of collaborative, to create a plan, to come together and construct a blueprint of some idea, some vision. So this may be unexpectedly presented to you. So these are the conditions, mostly psychological, this month. That is, December. We're reviewing December. So let's immediately start to see what January 2016 offers you, Libra. So Libra, we have a very strong month coming up for you. The King of Pentacles shows up first. Again, this is the king that keeps his estate, his empire in perfect order. This is about being able to provide for those who are dependent on you. This is about assuming a very powerful and authoritative demeanor. You will feel untouchable. That is, no one can harm you. Unreachable. You are unassailable. He wears a beautiful crown, a scepter in his right hand, symbol of power and authority. And this authority is not expressed in any coarse show of violence or oppression. So the kingdom that is yours, Libra, will be in perfect balance. There's a sense of being victorious in something, and in that victory, finding peace. The symbols are fire and earth. So, fire meaning there is a passionate inner conviction, but that is grounded. It's earth, it's grounded. You're grounded this month. This is power and strength. You are able to see the whole picture, oversee the matter, whatever matter that might be. This is also detail, getting meticulous and detailed, but very productive. This is the wise parent, the wise counselor, and a very fair boss. That's what colors the whole month. Now that's beautiful. For a Libra particularly, you need this. Your challenge is a major arcana card. It's what you ended December with, which was the Hermit. So now it's your challenge. There's a certain aloneness that you feel when you see this card. The summit that the Hermit has reached, and that could be representing any kind of ascension in business, culture, education, family. There's a certain reaching a summit, a peak, and from there lending a hand to those below you who are ascending and giving them guidance. So as the King of Pentacles is perhaps a little more stern. The Hermit is all wise. So your leadership must be tempered by a quiet inward knowing that comes from deep experience, and to use that to guide others, to help others. That will be your challenge. And then we have yet another major arcana card. Actually, we'll have 3 of them, but so it's quite a month for you, Libra. We have the Magician upright. You get the Magician upright. Well, the Magician represents sort of this electric energy coming into the psyche. It's a powerful creative element representing some sort of golden opportunity or what will seem like a flash of inspiration. It could be a vision, a dream suddenly awakens within you. Or you are self-possessed. You know you have the tools, the skills needed to accomplish your aims successfully. This is the planet of Mercury that rules the magician, the planet of communication, of speedy motion in air, study. So there may be a trip by air, or you may be studying something that you didn't expect to, or you may have a communication, an important communication that you didn't expect. But this is single-minded, determined, effort. The personal power that you feel within you from the knowledge and the skill that you have. So this is both practical and magical. Some sort of miracle almost feels as if it could happen. Because both this card represents something sudden and sort of like lightning coming in. Going out on your own to do something too. So that's why travel alone could be a possibility. But anyway, it will be very exciting, whatever this unexpected incident is, whether it's, again, purely on the level of the mind, or whether that manifests in actual physical speed and movement and travel. Then at the end we have Temperance. We have, therefore, 3 major arcana cards for the month of January. It's an extraordinary month. And Temperance at the end means that you're able to bring calm and healing into both your body and into your situation. So it's moderating yourself, pacing yourself, having clear thinking, again, seeing the large picture. This is a sort of a pause, an inner pause, as you consider your next step, your next move, what you want to do, perhaps even with the rest of your life. So there's a maturity suggested by Temperance. Having learned your lessons, you are now considering what to do next. But this is a card, therefore, as we said, the Magician is all action, inner or outer action, whereas Temperance is not a card of action. It's a card of stillness, of savoring, appreciating where you are. So at the end of the month, there's a calming down, and not wasting energy and acting impulsively. Adjusting perhaps to a new situation, a new set of circumstances, created by the Magician perhaps. The card is, you see, a card also of learning and seeking. Again, it's a wise counsel card, so it's healing yourself or healing others. Often it's a holistic method of healing too, involving spirit. But some sort of baptism takes place where you wash away the negative and you maintain a strong sense of purpose. And you approach whatever situation is facing you calmly, making careful plans, again, for your next move. So at the end of the month, you enter a period of deep peace and tranquility. So let's see what your counsel is, Libra. And what we have, this is a beautiful card, the Sun, upright. So, for what is occurring for the month of January, I'd like to look at the Sun first in its Kabbalistic meaning. Kabbalistically, the card is called the collecting intelligence, meaning that all the impressions that are occurring to you in your life, impressed by the events, by the people around you, those relationship events or physical events, or the particulars of a structured entity. It's learning to understand how things are, how they function, how they really are through questioning and through interacting with the world. And consequently, mastering your environment. That's why it's called collecting intelligence through questioning. So that is an interesting, I think, element of this card, because as the King of Pentacles, the ruler and organizer of his kingdom, this card shows that it's through your questioning and interaction, going out into the world and learning through your intelligence, which is what the Sun is about. It's about pure intelligence. It's about doing your homework so that you can leave the dark night of the soul behind you. The sun rises from the darkness. The child riding the white horse is naked, meaning a certain innocence is demanded of you. A certain approach to something with a new mind, a child's mind, where you learn, where you don't assume you know, where you learn, where you're open. So this card is spiritually quite deep. It is about the hope returning to your world through your own effort, through your ability to understand your situation and yourself by engaging, by questioning. And when you do so, then you dispel the darkness, the ignorance within you, the not knowing, the confusion. So you come out with new hope and enthusiasm for the future, which now you can grasp with a clear mind. That sunflower, the sunflowers in this symbolize wealth and happiness. The consequence of your ability to transform your life through intelligence, clear thinking, involvement in what you don't know so that it becomes known. A new life begins when you can assume this innocent mind and let go of what was. There's a beautiful victoriousness about this card. Again, victory, wealth, happiness, that all come from the use of your mind, the proper use of your mind. So that is your counsel, dear Libra. Happy New Year. All the best to you. All my love and support.